Okay, so you can see that the potatoes have certainly sprung up, particularly these front ones have certainly got up to 12 and 13 inches high, so time to stack it up, and I'll stack it up as far as I can up to the level of the bed, and then we'll have to leave it. So we're going to use, continue to use sugar cane mulch as the basic filler, and I know I'm covering up these ones here, but I'm pretty sure they'll continue to shoot through. Another bag here, stick. Really mound this stuff up. Very much like people who grow potatoes in hay bales. That same type of process, but we've got a good base, obviously, in the garden bed. And what I'm going to do as a topper with these, because obviously straw and sugarcane mulch lets the light through, the last layer we put on some garden compost. But I'm going to top all of this off with sawdust. Now, not the sawdust, friends, that is under your table saw, because that's and nothing like MDF shavings. That's just far too fine. But because I'm a wood turner and I'm not fanatic on on cleaning, the floor of my shop has plenty of the right size shavings to put on the top of this mulch or this sugarcane, which will block out the light. And that's important because any tubers or potatoes growing near the surface, if they get in contact with light, they can go green, which is poisonous. So we don't want that. We want to get as big a harvest as we can, and at least they look, the plants look very healthy anyway, if nothing else. Yeah, we're not expecting to harvest any of this until probably end of November. It depends on when they flower. It's only started to warm up. It's about 22 degrees today, which is I guess around the 75 degrees Fahrenheit for you guys over in the States and elsewhere who are not on metric system. And by the way, Australia went metric way back in 1966, and it's only old guys like me who had to grow up in school doing both metric and imperial who understands the conversion really easily. I mean, if someone says to me, my wife, who often drafts patterns that she gets from the US, she said, "Oh, how much is 10 inches, and I say, well, you multiply by 25, it's easy, it's 250 millimetre. An inch is 25 mil, 2 inches 50 mil, 3 inches 75 mil. So it's quite an easy process to convert in the mind, but of course the children at schools today have never grown up with imperial, so they find it harder when they are, you know, say, how tall are you? Well, I'm 6'5". In America, in Australia, I'm 1.96 centimetres. So anyway, it's a long way to it's still a lot of height to bend down and garden at your feet, so consequently I'm over that, and if I had to do that I wouldn't have a garden, there's no doubt about that. Tack some more of it around these ones down here. I don't want to go too far in the other bed because the other potato seedlings are only about 2 inches tall. So they were only planted, I think I said the 7th of September, they were actually planted the 14th of September, I looked at my calendar. So they've only been in the bed 3 weeks. So they've come through nicely, and I dare say in the next week or two they'll get a spurt on. Okay. Now, as I said, we have good chip sawdust now to go on top of that to keep the sun out under the growth, or getting through the mulch itself. So there's many a woodworking project in here, I can tell you. And some sandpaper and whatever else that got caught up as I swept it. Oh, hello. Well, there you go. It just goes to show you that you can never be so careful. There's a set of my sanding discs for my little sanding head. So they go back in the pocket. I'll probably be looking for those and wondering where they all got to. Maybe that tells me I should clean up more often. At least now I've got somewhere to put everything. I can put all my shavings in a bucket, ready to put on my garden. So it's sustainable living and recycling. That's what it's all about, isn't it, guys? Okay, we'll get the watering onto it. So guys, that's about me for the garden today. I can only do it in little bits. I've got another project to do some pens for a local company. Just experimenting with a couple of different things, so I'll probably get onto those in the next day or two. But thanks for joining me, and I hope that you enjoy watching my garden grow. I'm sorry I can't share the fruits of the garden with you because you may be quite a way away. But nevertheless, if anything I do is helpful in encouraging others to get into a garden or start a garden, whether it be a patio garden or just a window with a bottle and something growing in it, I encourage you to do it. It's very relaxing, and it clears the mind and gives you a nice free mind while you're doing it. So thank you very much for watching, and goodbye for now.